Welcome to MeatballCraft, episode 54. Today, we're going to prison. I am looking to make the recursive prison key next, as I think that's our next goal, and we need some will ensnaring fabrials, and for that we need some potion things. I could also make it in the alchemical brew, but I don't know why I wouldn't just use this. This is fine. Doesn't seem to use too much power really. I should put some energy upgrades in here as well, but we're getting 1 minute. Oh, of course it's a filter, but apart from that, we have just set up some alchemical things and we should be good. Potions. So we're making haste and oh no, we're making potions of gravity. Maybe we'll have to do the alchemical impure way instead. Annoying. And here is the improve system. Now I know those ones don't work. It's basically the same apart from it's an alchemical imbue for each one. So awkward potions, then we've got the pufferfish, pulverized obsidian, basols and rabbit's feet. Then we just, pending either add glowstone, redstone or not, and then fluid transpose it with some bottles, and there we go. We have the potions now on passive pretty much, apart from the fact that I've actually just been putting the basols and the obsidian in, but I can automate it if it becomes a problem. I have just set up the Shirelands Mythic Miner. It is right at the top, just next to the Vethia one, as per usual. I didn't think to show it because it's not any different to the rest of them. It doesn't actually give you very much in terms of other things, just kind of some flowers I don't want and some other stuff. But it does give us tokens, so we're now making 100 million RF per tick. Amazing. So I think there's apparently a 30 token. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it's not implemented yet, but I'm really glad there's a 30th one so that we have something for the top right corner, so it's not just white there. But yeah, that's every mythic miner actually that we'll need until it updates a bit more. So I mean, that's pretty good. After all this time, we're kind of done with mythic miners. Amazing. And while I was doing that, we now have everything to make the recursive prison key, which is very nice. I can make the first few recursive locks now. Can't make the fifth one yet because that one's a little bit more complicated, but there we go. There's the first 4. Amazing. So now we only need to do this one, which is Shire Gem and Shire Stone and this, and we're getting this now because we've got the Mythic Miner and the Garnet, so we can just put it in an Infinity Furnace of a Mortem Core and we get everything that we want. But this is a bit more complicated. I mean, not really that much more complicated, but we'll need 80 of these, which could be a little bit of a hassle. So we'll see how that goes. So one of the things that we need to make is the Dream Projector Gem, which is a projector gem with the right 4 things from Tinker's, which does have recipes like this. I did just look it up because I wasn't really sure. But yes, these are the recipes. I was confused about kind of what it meant. So whatever. It would be fairly easy to find anyway. But yes, we need this. We also can duplicate it with Recursive Life Essence, and if we remember, we got a creative drum of Recursive Life Essence from the Hidden Power Callstone. So we've actually already got that, which is pretty nice. So don't need those filters anymore, so we can set that up really super easily and have infinite of these. I don't know what else they're used for. Just this? Yeah, just this, but we probably will need a lot in the future. Yeah, look, it makes these so good to have. If I take a projector gem and surround it with these, we will have our dream projector gem, and I'll just put it in a fluid infuser and we'll have infinite. And there we have it, infinite dream projector gems. It's just going into the system. We have this on self feed, so there'll always be more in here, and there will be going into the chest, and there we go. That's the dream projector gems probably done forever really. And now we have the recursive prison key. Ooh, I think I'll see if I can wait until I've got the last this before we do anything else though, because I think that sounds fine. I like the thought of that more. A little bit of time later, we now have everything we need to be able to make the final set of recursium fragments. We will obviously need more in the future, especially, I don't know what these actually do. Oh, it makes this, which is important. So these are important for the future. We'll need them again. And they also make this recursium ingot, which is used to do lots of things. So yeah, important to have that done, but we'll be able to automate this sort of Shire Gem thing. That was the only thing holding us back. The recursive lenses aren't the easiest to make, but hopefully I'll get everything set up in the future and it will be fine by then. And here is our final recursive lock. So now we have all 5, we have the key, and we need to go to the end. So let's head to the end and see what this is all about then. I kind of want it away from everything, so do you think I can just spawn it over the void? Oh yeah, here. Oh my gosh, it's a long dungeon. So how do we get in? Okay, there's a sign. Click to enter the arena. Ooh, snap, it's going down. Beep. So, okay. Do I just start with each one. Let's give the first one a go. Stand in the middle of the recursive prison key arena. Okay, I have to stand here. Oh, hello. Oh, does it just spawn all the bosses at once? Oh dear. Well, this might take a little bit of time. I'm down to the last one. I can't remember how to kill her though. I'm sure she like loses her shield at some point. Is that, yeah. Okay, I have to wait for her shield to go down, then I can hit her. That's gonna just be a bit tedious. Right, the trick seems to be to not hit her actually, because apparently she only gains a shield when she's had a successful hit. So me whacking her a lot just meant she was invulnerable all the time. She lost her potion effect. That seemed to be causing problems. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just hit her when she becomes red. She's so annoying. She had like poison for a million seconds. I despawned her. She was taking literally forever. Like, I think I've been doing this for like 20 minutes and I just couldn't get her health down more than half just because she kept going invincible. It was honestly pretty ridiculous. So I just Gaia Tesseract up. I did only actually get 2 shards. I don't know if I was meant to get all of them, if I have to do that again or not. I'll see what it's like for the other ones, but that was truly incredibly painful. Like, oh wait, look, the lock's still there. So, well, yeah, I thought these got used up, but apparently not. So, okay, it's not actually too bad if we had to do it again. I think the poison on this was making her not get hit or something, but yeah, pretty ridiculous. So maybe let's try the second one and see how that goes. I did want to make a little just sort of corner here just in case some of them have been buffed to hurt more than they did when we first fought them, but I'll be quite shocked if it'll be too bad really, because they were never that hard in the first place. But just in case, we've got a protective wall. So let's drop this one, and oh yes, in the middle. Beep. Hello. I got a lot more shards that time, but I'm still unsure if it's guaranteed or not. So I'll move on and we can see. This seems to be the mobs from the Divine RPG dimension, which shouldn't be too bad. And yeah, I mean, most of this is just a lot of me spam clicking the Kikoku. So I got 6 shards that time, which I felt like was all the bosses. So maybe I have missed some. Well, I'll keep continuing and see how it goes. I'll never remember to go in the middle. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Took a bit of time, and now we're on to the last one. Well, we have to repeat some of them because I don't think we've got them all. We've got, yeah, 4 of the 8 here. I think, I don't have Lunaless. Oh no, there's Lunaless. Yeah, a bit confused to be honest. Here's the last one, and it's stuff from the Shylands, I think. So, more whacking. Surprisingly, that last one was the easiest one. We got some Mortem and Shyland shards. So I'm gonna have a look at this, see which ones we have, which ones we don't, and repeat the keys for the ones that we don't. And I'm gonna have to kill that silly Baron again, but apparently it's actually when he hits you that causes the problem, not when you hit her, apparently. So there we go. Okay, so we finally have all the shards. I just got the Grecken one. Woofed. If you do this, I recommend keeping the magnet on at all times because things get blown up, which is what I think the problem was for me. So I just Gaia Tesseracted out. We have all of them now. Yay. So I don't really know what comes next now. I assume we're going to need to make that other thing that I clicked on soon. But what's actually next? We have the monolith removal unit. Okay, and this sacred core stone. Aha, that requires recursium and the flashy majigs. So things to do. This Warren blindfold, the puzzle clue is in dimensional doors, which is funny. So maybe we'll have to go through one of them again. I've duplicated all of the Warren shards, so now you should be able to craft 8 of the essence of the mythic shells. Okay, that was really fast. Essence. Here we go. All the 8 ones that we need. So don't know if I need these anymore. I put the shards in here, so I'm going to put the locks in here as well, just because I think that looks cool. But yeah, so now we can make this, I think. We should be able to make some recursium. Yes, so we can make a recursium, and these I just need to make a couple more flasks from Britannia for. Now we should be able to make a core stone. So back to the Aether actually for the first time in a very long time. And here we are in the Aether. I don't think I've ever opened a core stone here, so here we go. We have our thing. I literally forgot what the core stone was called before I opened it. And in here we have, oh, a drawer. And what's in the drawer? Oh, this is the cinder logs. I was wondering how we got these, so this is how we get them. Oh, that's very interesting. So, oh, and that's how you have to get the Shire wormhole. Oh dear me, that is a lot of garnets. At what point will I need this? That gets me the garnets and this, which is used to get more garnets. Is there another way? Not usage, recipe. We get everything but the Shirelands one if we use dense diamond powder. I don't have any resonating matter. How much does this take? Oh, it does take a fair amount. Oh, we'd need it anyway. Interesting. Okay, I've decided next I want to get this sacred acorn. It says combine with the right tree box to obtain the 2 sacred saplings. But first we need acorns, which I don't think we actually do have acorns. Do we have any common walnut pollen? If we do, that would be very helpful. We don't. So to get this, we need this common walnut and an apple oak. Do I even have any apple? No. Do I have... Oh, my analyzer will work. And then if I just put an oak sapling in, it should become an apple oak. Do I have any walnut? I've got walnut wood. Interesting. So this, yeah, now this is apple oak. I'll figure out how to get common... It's silver lime and hill cherry. I've got hill cherry. Have I got silver lime? Yes. Do I have hill cherry pollen? I've got more hill cherry pollen than silver lime, so we'll go with this way around. And there we go with the common walnut is making. Is it called a graft? What's the pollen thing called? I've literally completely... Oh, it's probably forestry, not gendestry. No, it's like a pollen collector or a pollen collection kit. That's what it is. Thank you, Parsulfa. But I've got does it only just had an EMC? Maybe it's only just gotten an EMC. And apparently common walnut's one of the annoying ones, which is a 2x2. So time to make a couple more saplings. And there it is, one giant tree. So let's get some pollen. We can get quite a bit. And then is the grafter in here? We might as well get some walnuts and some saplings. I think I've actually already got the wood for this one. And we can... Actually, I'll do it with this just in case it breaks all the great wood around. But there we go. That wasn't too painful. I've got the apple oak. I have a feeling it's also 2x2 because I just tried it on the singular one and it didn't grow, which is typical. But let's try this out. What should be a 3x3? Or something annoying. Okay, there we go. And okay, it was fine. So now we should be able to just get some acorns, I suppose. Where's my... Put it away already. Grafter. Here we go. Bink, 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 bink. And we have 20 acorns. Not bad. Probably maybe actually more that are just on the floor. So there we go. Acorns. Not even much tree breeding. Simple, easy. Now, if I grab a cinder log and combine it, we should be able to get a sacred acorn. And it says obtain... I don't know what the puzzle is, though, to get this sacred saplings. It says combine with the right tree box. Doesn't tell me where the tree box are, though, so maybe I'll just check. Okay, that's a few of them. Right, yes, I don't know how I was meant to find this out. Remember a long time ago when I opened a coal stone and I got some saplings? I wish I remembered where I did that, because I do need a few and I don't know if they're all requiring tree breeding or not. But there we go. I can't find it. I have absolutely no idea where I opened it. It was so long ago, so whatever help we might have got from that, I guess we don't have it anymore because I can't even remember what cobblestone did it. It doesn't escape me that I did pick up wood in every single dimension, but I forgot to pick up any of the saplings for that wood, so that's just great. I actually don't mind tree breeding. I think it's fine. I quite actually prefer it to bees, probably. So, do our best. Because of making all those trees a very long time ago for the Tree of Life, we actually have quite a few of the samples that we need to be able to make things, so it's not as bad as I thought it could be. Okay, so we should now have everything. It took not too much time, actually. Thank you, Botanical Miner. Oh, it's combined with the right... Oh, never mind, we're not ready. This is just the saplings. We need to make them into tree barks with the bee. My mistake. My thinking is there's no trees on this platform, so we should be able to use the bee without it getting confused and wanting other... Because before I had it on the ground and it would just do the spruce one, which wasn't what I wanted. So it should be good to put here with this and a torturino, I think. So that'll speed up when it's ready and we should be good. The setup's working very well. We are just cutting the tree down once we have enough bark, and there we go. So I'm just going to keep repeating this until we have all the bark that we could possibly want. Lovely. Okay, I now have all the bark, so we should be able to do it now, if I remember the order correctly. Yep, so there's the left sacred sapling, and oh, I kept the wrong thing in there. I probably put it in thing, and there we go, the other sacred sapling. I'm not sure what you do with these. Do I have to put it in a phytogenic insulator, or can I just grow it? Oh, it's using the definer. Interesting. So yeah, we want this, and then we want enough to make 1,000 to make the seeds, and then with the seeds we can make the sacred cinders fruit, which gets us to alchemia, almost. So yeah, interesting. So those trees don't actually grow. You have to put them in the phytogenic insulator with yin and yang essence, which comes from the balanced cone. So I just as my quick and dirty little operation here. I don't think we... Oh no, 100% chance of getting another one. Oh well, we are getting these. We need 1,000 of each because we want to make, if you look in the quest, but the next thing we need to make is, if I just ignore the side quests, we'll get to them later. I'm pushing for chapter 9 just for fun. We need the sacred cinder remains, so we will need, and we need 1,000 of those in the quantum compressor to make the seed, and as soon as we have the seed, we can put it in the tree of life and we get the sacred cinder thing, which means we only need 4 of those to be able to make this, as well as a couple other things such as the low density salt and the final power flower. But yeah, so I'm making 1,000 of each of these. We still got to make the wood polish, and that's just beeswax and a carpenter, so not too bad really. So it turns out that the final power flower is unsurprisingly incredibly expensive, but for some odd things. We will need 136,000 more sednonite, for example, which is pretty hefty amounts. Oh, we apparently don't have the recipe for the blue matter power flower either. That's interesting. I thought I did have that, so this could actually end up being even worse. So yes, there's a lot of stuff. We just need like 51,000 fury fire. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna get that. I mean, we could woot him, but is that gonna get us enough? Interesting. So I've just spent about 20 minutes going through Proxima B trying to collect some yellow matter power flowers. I've got quite a few now, so hopefully this will reduce the amount of items that we need to actually be able to make things. I've gone really far, actually, unbelievably far. This is taking ages to even show you how far, but we've gone a very far away, and there's a waypoint of 40,000 blocks to get enough, but we have enough. Hopefully this will reduce some of the burden that we have. The next thing I want to do is make the tainted loop core stone, because I read in the Discord that this can gap the power flower, which is the problem with getting all the yellow ones, is actually we need lime ones, so we have to make the orange ones, so we're not quite where we are, but this might gap it or something. So yeah, so I've not actually done this anyway, so I need to do this at some point. I don't know what that is. Meatball man charm. Tainted meatball. Is this? Ah, that tells me what charms. What's a charm? Oh, okay, that's just an MeatballCraft thing, so that should be fine. So yeah, I'm just getting some ichor because we need ichor, 2 ichor singularities, and everything else is fine. So that'll take a little bit of time, but I'm speeding up there as well, so it should be good. We should now have everything to make the tainted loop core stone, so I'll just make that. It took quite a while to get all the ichorium that we need, but it's fine. We've managed it in the end, and hopefully this does actually give us a way to get some of the power flowers, because getting 50,000 fury fire is going to be a real pain, and I don't want to have to do that. And there we go, our flux sponge. So we want to combine it with some of these charms, and yeah, I'll do 3 or 4 maybe. I'm actually having to use the coin engraver from MeatballCraft. I didn't realize the coins had durability, so I'm going to get my hair talisman out, and where is my Klein star? So hopefully we don't... Oh, does it not repair? That's annoying. No, it doesn't repair. Oh well. Can I put mending on it? Oh, I can put mending on it. Is it worth it? It might be worth it. We have our charms and our coins, so each one is only 200p each, so we won't have to make loads of different Abyssalnomicons, but there we go. And I just have to do this quite a few times. I'm just back from Omathal to make the rest of the coins, and we should be able to do this now. Yes, so now we have 4 Meatball Man charms. So to make the core-stone, we need lots of EMC. I think I made the first... Yep, I made enough of these. Then we need some fading matter and some taint. Oh dear, that's going to be a fair amount of EMC. That's all right. So if I do this, we should be able to make 4 tainted loop core stones. So let's head to Vibe again. Okay, we're in Vibe. Let's see what this has got to do with stuff. What should I put here? I don't know. What should they put there? There's a lever. Object successfully summoned. What do you mean? What object? Was it underneath? What's it summoning? Oh, is it up here? If only there was a way to make a force field. Force field? Force field projector. Is that what I have to do? Or is it this force field? I'm very confused now. Let's try this. Hello, force field. Oh. I don't think that's what we were meant to do. I've enchanted this shikax with Fortune 15 and Scorching Heat. This is 25 Sednite ore. Let's see how much we can get from doing this. Apparently this is obviously a better yield than what we were doing before, so we might have to switch up our system to do this instead. And we have, oh my goodness, we got quite a lot more, so there we go. We might have to switch our system up to be doing that now just because... Yeah, I don't think we can actually skip it anymore, so I've probably just wasted a lot of time trying to skip it when I can't, so that's a little bit annoying. And here's a little setup for it. So hopefully we get more Sednite. I don't think it's going to be enough though, just because of how much we actually need. Just a little annoying. It's going to take a very long time, I think. Yeah, because we need... Where's the final one? Yeah, here's the final power flower. What we need loads of Defiant Shards. We need loads of Fury Fire. Everything else is EMCable or Amphibite Lungs as well. Yeah, and yeah, Ender Shards, Molten Shards. Yeah, there's a bunch of like Cyanite even. Oh, and this just doesn't have a recipe at the moment. Is it changed from the Armor Forge? Just yeah, it's stuff. I mean, these should be fine because I can loot fabricate this. This guy, I've not seen him before. If I fight, he'd be good. I've got 3 of the other ones I want. Let's see if we can get this Infernal Flame guy. I've got a Woot Shard. I've got a Lasso just in case, but I don't think it's going to be able to go in it just because it's a boss. Hello. No, cannot catch a boss mob, so let's just kill him the normal way then. And, oh, he dropped some. Did he even drop any? Who knows? Well, we've got him now, so let's head back. And there we have the lungs and the divine shards, the ender shards and the molten shards all doing their thing. So there we go. And this is our purifier setup for now. I'm torturinoing it just so it goes really, really fast. And I can't even remember how many purifiers we need for the ultimate. Oh, it's not ultimate, it's final power flowers. Let's have a look. We need 45,000 more. But yeah, I mean, I'm going as fast as possible with this, so hopefully we'll get it in no time. While I'm waiting for everything else to make, I thought I'd work on the other thing that we need to be able to make the Sacred Cinders remains, and that is wood polish, which is just beeswax in a carpenter. You get 4 per. It's very slow, but we can torturino this when we're not using it for other things, and that gives us the wood polish. We need 12,000, so 3,000 beeswax, which you already have. So yeah, not actually too difficult. I'm glad we had everything. I was kind of worried we didn't, but we do. I put on the trees for a bit longer as well, so we should have them hopefully fairly soon, but I thought we'd do this. It also needs turpentine, but that's really easy to make. You just put spruce wood in a fluid transposer and then in a fractionating still, and then you get turpentine just like that. So I think these aren't even upgraded and they're going really fast, so I've just left them over here and it should just work passively for a bit. I've set up a temporary little automation here as a Sednite loop. The only thing temporary is this little bit here, because this makes effervescent Bifrost. It mixes with pulverized Sednite to get effervescent Sednite dust. That gets rock crushed into evanescent Sednite powder, and then that goes into a pressurizer to make Sednite ingots, and then it goes and loops around. So we get quite a lot of Sednite per each thing. We just need to have the effervescent Bifrost, and that is a better way of making it, and that is through the recursive processor for Arcan, the Arcan Crusher, which crushes Arcanstone into all its bits and bobs, and also 16,000 millibuckets of effervescent Bifrost. And all we need for this is a steel thermal mixer. So I should probably make that, to be honest, because this is less efficient otherwise. I'm going through just whatever Arcanstoney, whatever it is called, stuff that I had previously. and because it was already all crushed up, so I'll just get through all of that stuff, then I'll make the more efficient system. I had to add some more pressurizers just because of the amount of effervescent sediment that we're producing. There's 8 here and it's still kind of going a bit too slow, so I need to put some extract speed upgrades in here as well. Goodness me, this will be hopefully help boost our sediment production. If only I'd done this earlier. Oh well, such is the way of the meatball. I have set up the Arcan crusher thing over here, so I have the steel thermal mixer underneath it with each of the fluids. It creates the Arcan mix, and that goes up here using a fluid laser. There we go, Arcan crusher mix. And if I put these in, it should work. Let's have a look. No, not enough tank space for fluid outputs. Is it already ran? Is that the... Oh yes. Wow, that was really fast. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put this in a little one of these as a buffer. And we will put this here just to... I don't want it there. I want it on top to collect the item outputs. And my goodness, we've already got so much effervescent bifrost. So I'm going to ender tank it over to the area, and this should help with the sediment production, I think. That's good. We seem to be getting sediment dust. Oh, I figured it out. Sediment dust comes from the Arcan crusher. I thought the system had broken or something like that, but no, it's fine. We are getting plenty of stuff, which is very nice. So as long as these keep running, I think this is enough pressurizers really to keep up, hopefully. But we've already at 72,000 sediment, so I mean, we're doing pretty well. So let's have a quick check on the final power flower. We have, I'm getting the Ayaraku hearts, it's fine. These are in places. We still need 100,000 sediment. Cyanite I'm not sure about, but Eldritch Will crystals I just need to do. So yeah, not too bad. I've just hijacked this top Californium reactor since it gets used the least, and I've stuck a bunch of yellorium in here. It converts it into cyanite. It's not the fastest. I can't torturino it anymore, which is a little annoying, but whatever. And we'll just leave that to go, and hopefully this will help bump up the cyanite production. After torturinoing the carpenter for a bit, we should now be able to make 1,000 of these. Oh, we can. So while those are making, I'm going to just make sure they go straight into the quantum compressor, and we should hopefully get our seeds. Actually, I'm going to grab one first because otherwise we won't get the quest, and I don't want to miss out on the quest just because I was trying to be extra efficient. Yeah, there we go. And we now have our Sacred Cinders seed, which means we can now make the Sacred Cinders fruit, which means we're probably going to have to retire the Tree of Life from making power. Oh no, 4 million power now, gone forever. So I'll just chuck all of these eggs away, put in the Sacred Cinder seed, and I don't actually know if this is connected to power because I've never had to use it for power before. Okay, so is it working? Okay, it's still doing this one. Maybe if I just break it and put it back. Oh my goodness, it takes 50 million RF. 50 million RF, that's half of the token totem. Oh no, we're not actually making any token totem power anymore for some reason. Oh no, this messed up. It messed up. Oh, thank God. 29's are back. We'll be making power again. How long has that been off for? Oh dear. I have changed it so that all the coins go into this tank and then into the token totem so that we don't have the problem with them blocking up in the ender chest. So yeah, it should all be fine now. We are a bit low on the pyrite honey, but hopefully it stays that, and we should be now making 100 million RF, and this should be now at 36 because of all the stuff that the Tree of Life's using. Goodness me. I don't know if we've produced any of these yet. I'm not sure. Is it in this one? Is it in this one? Oh no, it's an output. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have some. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, lovely. We ate it. So how many do we actually need for the alchemia token? We need 2. And 4 Shire crystals, an infinity catalyst, which we can... Do I have another infinity catalyst? Oh, well, I'm going to have to make that again. Okay. Well, I had to be quite honest. I'm sure maybe I only made the one. Probably only made one, but that's fine because by the time we need it, I'm sure we'll have enough insanium to actually be able to do that. Yes, some of the sacred fruit. Yeah, I mean, we're still in a surplus, so we can probably keep making these for a while. But there we go, some Sacred Cinders fruit. Finally. Was that a quest? Not quite. What does this do? Okay, so we'll have to make these seeds again at some point, but that's fine. We can do that fairly easily. Now it's just really waiting on the final power flower, to be honest. So apart from waiting on the insanium essence and the stuff, the final power flower, there's one more thing we need to do, and that is get low density salt, which is saline remains in a crystallizer. And to get saline remains, we need to get brine in an electrolyzer, and to get brine, we just melt salt, which is nice and easy. And this is going to get us both sodium and chlorine, so it'd be good to set up both of them for the final mythic, final defined thing anyway. So we'll get 2 setups of each going, and that should be good. So here's our first setup. We're just taking salt from the salt factory, melting it, electrolyzing it, and then it becomes saline remains, chlorine, and sodium. I'm going to do the exact same thing for chlorine, apart from I'll probably put chlorine on the bottom. And there we go. The saline remains are also used to make francium and bromine, so I might set up a cheeky little extra setup for that as well. We only need 1 low density salt ever, so we might as well use the rest of it, and I'll have maybe 1 for bromine and 1 for francium. I'll kind of have to see where on the periodic table those actually are. Bromine is closer, it's right next to chlorine, so that's fine. And what was the other one? Francium, I have absolutely no idea where that is. Oh, it's closer to sodium, so that's fine. Perfect, actually. And here's just the chlorine setup. And here's our setup for bromine. We are going to void the francium when it fills up, as it's the second product, and I'm going to go and do the exact same thing over at francium, apart from I think I won't be using fluid lasers. I'll just be using a fluid conduit that goes under the floor, just because it's a further distance. Obviously these ones are next to each other, those two are not. There we go, that's another defined fluid sorted out. Before I do anything, however, we do need our low density salt, and we actually will only ever need 1 of these, so we need 16 buckets of saline remains. So I'm just going to manually put 16 buckets in, and we should get our 1 saline remain that we'll ever need before I hook it up to the francium. And there we have it, our low density salt, which is only got this 1 use. So there we go, I can take this and connect this up for francium. And there we have it, the francium setup. I have actually even filtered this so that it only receives saline remains, just in case we have more pipes under here. I don't want it to cause problems. So yeah, now we've had, that's what, 1 to 4 more elements automated really easily. It's a shame that some of them are so small, because it just looks sad. This one looks so much better, completely packed full of things, but whatever. At least it's nice and easy. And yeah, now again, back to waiting for everything else that we need. I can now make another infinity catalyst. So now all we're waiting for is the final power flower. Okay, actually I got a little confused. I thought these were the beryllium crystals that we made before, but it's not. But I mean, this is easy, so I shall just make that as well. I should now be able to make these chunks. Take whatever I was making out of here and chuck these in, and there we go. We're making it completely easily, and there we go. We just need 4 of those. I AFK'd for a fair amount of time, and we finally had enough of everything to make the final power flower. I'm just waiting for the craft to finish it off. The worst bit was the cyanite. That did definitely take the longest, but it's a good thing we set up the selenite system anyway, and hopefully soon we should be able to get our final power flower. It still might take quite a while though. And there we have it, the final power flower. We have made it. We'll probably have to make another one, but there we go. 1 ultimate power flower, and watch our EMC skyrocket. So I'm going to just, if I can, oh, I can't reach that now, and I've got all sorts of rubbish now because of doing that. Lovely. So I want to just torch this for a second, just to see how much EMC we could get, just out of curiosity. So if you look at, oh my goodness, well, that's quite a lot of EMC. I don't quite know where to stop that, but I would like to make the alchemia artifact and go into chapter 8. I mean, let's have, what was those tainted hearts? Was it tainted hearts? Yeah, look, we can make 8,000. I don't know how many, if we need these for the future. I don't think so. But yeah, there we go. That's like quadrillion or something. That's quite a lot. So yeah, maybe we should just make the alchemia artifact. That'll probably keep us going for a while. So to get the alchemia artifact, it is fusion crafting. So we have the infinity catalyst, our sacred fruits, our shire crystals, and finally the low density salt, and the ultimate power flour. This should hopefully get us the alchemia artifact and into chapter 9. And there we have it, the alchemia artifact. We are now, hopefully, I think, in chapter 9. Will it come up? Welcome to chapter 9. Amazing. Well, that's just amazing. Chapter 9. I mean, we're not really done with chapter 8 because there's stuff I just kind of skipped over because I wanted to get to chapter 9, but there we go. Chapter 9, the final chapter for now until we can update and get chapter 10 one day, but there we go. Chapter 9. This one's a bit of a chunkier chapter than this one. There's still a few things I want to do here. Obviously, I want to do the Meatball Man fan club. The Eye of Gallifrey, obviously, we haven't done. And, you know, lots of other little bits and bobs that we haven't got round to. We'd probably want to automate, not that, even though we do probably want to automate that, these ultimate stews as well, because we'll need these again for this Essence of Gluttony. So yeah, well, we are in chapter 9. We're only just in chapter 9, but I would like to get the white fuel singularity next, get the bright matter, and then be able to make infinity catalysts a lot more easily. And soon, one day, we'll be able to go to Gallifrey, which will be interesting. And that's one of the definer things. Okay, so yeah, and then soon, after we've got that, we can actually craft this. And then maybe we'll get our name at the bottom. I don't know if there's still time for that, but there we go. Oh, what an achievement. I'll stop rambling now. We've made some very good progress today, so I think that's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.